Do you think you could can you spot people from Connecticut pretty well, being from Connecticut? Like, that person's from Connecticut.
Definitely East Coast, but not.
There's a difference between like the East Coast and the West side of Connecticut.
Oh, I thought you meant like here. Can I spot
bad.
people from Connecticut?
Yeah, in a way. Can you?
I mean, no.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's not like big Connecticut energy that you could pick up on.
No, we don't have like an accent or anything. I don't think.
How far are you from UConn?
Like an hour, 30 minutes.
Okay.
That's where my dad went to school.
My brother went there.
Really?
That's the only time I've been to Connecticut was when I went to go see him.
If I said I wanted to quit everything and go to UConn, he would like be so excited.
Really?
He loves it.
But you got into Alabama. You were going to go?
I was going to go to Alabama. I was in, and then like a month before I was supposed to leave, it was like, well, I can't really travel. There's a pandemic going on and all that. So I was like, all right, so I guess I'm not going to college because I still had to do stuff in LA. So I stayed, and then they were like, you could come back next year without applying. And then I just kind of stopped talking to my parents about it.
Do you get nervous for like interviews like that?
No, that stuff I'm like, in school, I was really good at public speaking and like interviews and kind of talking about myself. And ever since I started this, I've gotten like way worse at talking.
I know, I can see that though, because you're not thinking about it, but there's cameras recording you. You know what's going out to a bunch of people, and like everybody's going to be seeing this. It's not.
There's a long-term effect of what I
right.
say
Exactly.
Yeah, you're like selling yourself in the beginning, and then now that you've kind of created yourself, you're just like, now I have to be like super introspective about what you've done.
Did you feel in the beginning when you first started this, it was much easier? Like you didn't like. It didn't feel like a ton of people were watching you yet?
Yeah, and I think the reason I made all of the positive connections I did in the beginning that I still have now is because I met them in person, and I was like going to the Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok offices and like meeting people, because I'm much better in person, like making a connection with someone, especially like in business stuff. Like I'm just so much better than like online. Even Zoom calls, like once we were home in Connecticut,
So
like
awkward.
doing all that, I was just like so out of it. Like I'm much better when I could.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's ever had a good Zoom call. They're always just awkward.
Could you believe that call? That was great. Yeah, no, it's always like, what the?
I'm just looking at myself the whole time on a Zoom call. I'm just
You're noticing stuff in your room behind you. You're like, shit, I gotta move that. You like tilt it a little bit. You like cover it with your chair. I do that all the time.
I wonder what moments sparked in Zoom where they came up with that filter where everything behind you blurs out. Like, what happened? Where they're like, guys, we need to figure out a better way to do this.
When you know who was on Zoom and his thing fell. It showed he wasn't wearing any pants. He was just in his underwear.
Meeting and the camera
fell. Really important like Zoom call. And the camera fell, and he had like a
Who
dress
is this?
shirt.
Wait.
I don't want to say
we can't say who it was.
But it was like a dress shirt looking real nice, and the camera fell and landed, and it was angled right at his lap.
Boxer
his underwear, and he realized, picked it up, and was just...
There's about 7 people in the meeting, so everybody saw that. And it was so embarrassing.
We all tried to play it off, but we were just trying to carry the conversation.
It was unbelievable. Like seeing that with your own eyes, I could have been like, that was 100% could have been like a viral video.
Yes, I wish
That
somebody
we just-
recorded that. So good.